Thinking of playing Death Ride Kursk Totenkopf. Okay, so as has been explained in earlier videos in other Death Ride games, the operations phase is the heart of the game, and the great thing about the design is that you can truly do all of your key functions, again, short of close assault, in any order you want. So it's very, well, I'll just walk that back. Forget that. It's extremely flexible. So as I go through and decide what I want to do, essentially one unit stack at a time, that's exactly how the game is designed. Okay. So the very first thing I want to do here, so I have my German force here, my lead recon force here, and they're coming around Hill 228 here. And obviously here are all the Soviet defenders. So the very first thing, I want the lead platoon to move forward, and let's see, I'm looking at the ranges. Sure, I'll try. To start with, I want the unit to move out, so it's observed from the first position of the Russian Soviet defense, and then go into overwatch. So first thing is overwatch movement for this first unit stack. I want to keep remembering to say unit stack, unit stack, unit stack. That means unit/stack. Okay, so that unit stack move forward and go into overwatch, so that so again they can provide overwatch for the next unit stack coming around the hill there. Okay, so naturally enough, it is called overwatch movement. And yeah, so they can move. Oh, overwatch movement may be conducted only by the German player. Well, that's something to remember. These are Germans, by the way. So they move up to one quarter of their full movement round up, and then they have an overwatch marker placed on them. But before I get going here, I want to correct myself from something that I said when I was doing the Death Ride Salerno 29th Panzer Grenadier videos. Talking through and working through the rules for DRS there, I thought, so for regular movement, remember this is overwatch movement here, but I want to back up to, the first kind of movement, so to speak, is regular movement. There are multiple different kinds of movement. The first one, of course, is regular movement. And in regular movement, there are basically three sub-cases, so to speak. And I messed it up, I think, in DRS. So in DRS, when I was reading the rules, I thought that it was, okay, so a unit like this unit here can move its full movement allowance and not fire, and that's it. And then another option is the unit can fire normally and then move up to half its movement allowance. And then there is move up to half their movement allowance and fire with a penalty. And I overthought it to the point where I thought, well, could you combine two of those and say fire, no penalty, move half, that's one construct. And then because they moved half, could they then fire again at a penalty? So basically, I was wondering, could you combine two of the three to fire no penalty, move up to half, and fire with a penalty? I just got off track with DRS. Now when I get to the DRK rules here, it's really clear. I noticed right away that there's an or between each of these. And so I think it's pretty clear that what I was saying before was a no. It's you're doing one of the three. You're not combining, and you're not combining parts of more than one. So it is those three cases. You're doing one or the other, or you're doing one of them. Okay. So I just wanted to correct that, and that's what I'll be doing. So again, for regular movement, move up to the full movement allowance, no fire, or fire, no penalty, move up to half your movement allowance, or move up to half your movement allowance and fire with a penalty. Okay. So now we're going to do Overwatch movement. These are recon units. These are 2-hour turns, remember, so don't be surprised when you see that this unit has a 40 movement allowance there. So 40 movement allowance, green movement class category. I'm not sure what they call it in this game, but it's a green movement type or movement class, and so they can so this unit can spend up to 10 of those movement points, because that's 1/4 of that movement allowance, and then go into Overwatch. Okay, so again, they can spend up to 10 of that movement allowance. The green class it's called truck, maybe truck wheeled, but that's the class, movement class they are, and it's 3 per clear hex. So they are going to go 3, and then they're going to go 6. This is just to remind me now. Definitely the anti-tank unit here would definitely go into action here. So we're gonna have some, I think I'm looking, so this anti-tank company wants to do, then this would be opportunity fire, specifically at a range of 4, which is within its normal range or long range. Okay, let's see what's involved here. So the Soviet anti-tank company there actually got a no effect. However, in executing that, I also figured out that they could not get any result. But I'm going to play that as is. I'm just going to play it as is. I'm going to play that they attempted to fire, but they actually could not get a positive result, because it's -3 for opportunity fire. So what I do is I mark them with a, where is it? I mark them with opportunity fire primary. I'll be moving quickly through these extra discussions, but they're working. So they've used their primary weapon, opportunity fire, and put that there like that. So the Germans pick up again. They're going to move one more. They can move one more hex and get into Overwatch. So actually, I guess they have slightly better range. But they probably need to get in. All right, they'll push ahead one more. So that's 9. They're done moving. So I guess that would be after. So that unit cannot opportunity fire again, but another unit stack could, because it's the same mover. Well, actually they could, because they're shooting across there. Oh yeah. Oh, they want to. Okay. Want to. Yep. Okay. Yep. They definitely want to. All right. So I know that this unit stack wants to do opportunity fire. They should have quite a bit better odds. Okay. So the opportunity fire, Soviets rolled very bad, so they didn't get a result again. But I'm going to go ahead and say that so this is clearly an infantry company conducting opportunity fire. I went ahead and let this unit conduct opportunity fire with it together in the same stack. But this is a mortar unit. It's a mortar and it's a plus unit. So basically it's heavy mortars. I'm going ahead and assuming with a 2-hour turn that these mortars can conduct opportunity fire. So I used that assumption. I also went ahead and used there's a DRM on the chart that says a plus unit firing at a medium or heavy target at less than 7 hexes away. just by that text alone, went ahead and assumed that it included that unit. All right. So they would be op fire primary 2, like that. Okay, so the Germans survived moving up, so they are done. They go into Overwatch, and since that unit stack is done, these markers come off because they don't apply anymore. By that I mean when the next German unit stack starts moving, it starts all over again. So when these guys move up, so when these units move up, it starts all over again. There are no freebies in that sense. Now there's still a freebie in the sense that if there were no other units here, which of course is a bad situation anyways, and should not be, in a design comment, players should not be helped along. But if there were no other units here and there was just the anti-tank unit in the front here, it is true that there is a freebie in the sense that if the Soviet unit starts over here, when it moves and it does not move, wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Well, as it moves, that unit is only going to get one opportunity fire attack against that mover. So if it moves 1 and the Soviets take an opportunity fire attack, then in that sense, I guess it's kind of a freebie that the unit will move on. Yeah, I didn't explain that very well, but I also don't remember where. Oh, maybe he was back here. Okay, so the Germans are going to continue their advance here.